Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here very early in the morning. I have basically just woken up and I thought I would do a get ready with me before work. So I am going to use one of my palettes for my Big Fat Eyeshadow project today, and I'm going to do a look exclusive with that palette. I'm also going to talk about a few updates in my life, what's going on. I have a few big changes which I will discuss. And yeah, before I jump into the get ready with me, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So like I said, it is very early in the morning. You can see the time behind me possibly. It is 6:13. I actually was in here 10 to 6, but it took a little bit of time to set up my filming setup. I put up all my makeup, I took it easy. So I'm now ready to do my makeup. But I'm still very tired, so I sound that way. That's why, but I will hopefully wake up throughout this video. But yeah, I just thought I would do a get ready with me because I need to film this anyway, and I woke up early and I thought, why not film while I get ready for work? So that is my plan today, and the palette that I'm planning to use is this one right here, which is my Pat McGrath Subliminal palette, which is currently in my Big Fat Eyeshadow project. So I haven't done a look with this palette yet, but I'm starting this week. It's currently Monday, so I'm starting the week where I want to use this palette, and I'm going to go through and do a look exclusive with this palette. So we'll see how it goes. But before I start doing my eyeshadow, I need to prime my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with my Pale Waste base. So that is the base. I've also found, I don't know if this is true, but I found that Pat McGrath eyeshadows works best when I set my eyelid, or my crease at least, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to use a cream eyeshadow, and I'm just going to set my crease, just because I feel like this is the only brand that I have this with, but I feel like they work better when I set my crease. So I'm going to do that today, and I just used the cream shade from my Panda palette. So I'm going to start by going in with this crease shade right here. So I'm going to take that on just a fluffy brush and put that into my crease. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple updates in my life. So I have some exciting things, but it's also going to affect my filming a little bit and potentially my upload schedule. So I actually got a promotion very recently. 1st of Feb was my first day, and I actually got interviewed just a week before. So it was a very quick process. They mentioned it to me on the Wednesday, and yeah, asked if I was interested in the role. And then on the Friday we interviewed, and then on the Tuesday they announced it to me. And then I started the job on Thursday, the 1st of Feb. So very, very quick. And basically the promotion that I got, because if you don't know, I work in sales. I work in the Scandinavian market because I am Swedish. So I have been for a long time talked about future possibilities within the company. I do really love working there. I love my team. I love the company. But I just knew that I wanted to grow a bit more, and I wanted more tasks to do things like that. And I currently, before I got this promotion, I was senior sales account manager. So I was already at that level. So the most natural thing for me was become a manager of some sort. So the thing is with my team though, is we have a system where we have a team leader, which is the manager for the whole team. Then we have group leaders, which are the kind of managers for new starters, the ones that put more effort into train people, coach people, that kind of stuff. And that's usually the first step. So we obviously have my team leader, which is an amazing guy. I love him so much. So, he's obviously the team leader. And then for group leader, that would be what I would be promoted into. So I'm done with that, by the way. I done that crease color. I feel like it looks more patchy on camera than it is, but it looks really good in real life. Like that. I think that's good. I'm going to go ahead and take the second darkest shade right here into the crease again. I'm just going to use the same brush. So like I said, we already have a group leader in my team who has been been a group leader for a while now. He was actually my group leader very, very briefly before I became a senior. But we kind of been an equal level. He's been in the company for a little bit longer than me, but I always felt like he was the most equal to me in the team, which, is fine. But And then he became a group leader, which I was really happy for him. And when that happened, I was definitely way too junior to become a group leader or anything like that, so I didn't even consider it. But once that started popping up in my head, the issue for me was that there was no possibilities to grow in the team because we aren't that big of a team. My team is only 6 people. We're 6 people in my team, so again, quite a relatively small team. And obviously one of them is a team leader, one is a group leader. He had 2 people in his group, now it's only 1 because one of them has gone under someone else. Long story, but it doesn't matter. And then it was me, which obviously I'm already senior, I don't need a group leader. And then the other guy we have he's been in the company for like 10 years. So again, he doesn't need a group leader. So there wasn't really any way for me to grow within the team. So that's how it's traditionally done. You always have a group within your same team, so you can speak your same language, so you know the market, that kind of stuff, because obviously each market is different. I'm just blending this, by the way, keep blending it into my crease. So there we have that shade. I think what I want to do next, what I potentially want to do is, I'm just looking at the shades in here. I feel like I want to use this shade here, which is a beautiful kind of duochrome. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pack on a deeper shade on my lid. I was thinking about that matte shade, but I actually might do this shade here. So I'm going to put this on all over my lid and then put some glitter glue on, and then I'm going to go in with this one over the top. So like I said, that was kind of like the traditional way within the company. That's how we've been doing things. However, I have really been pushing for this kind of growth for me. I've been kind of, I guess, putting pressure on the management team, the sales directors, all of that kind of stuff. And my global sales director pulled me into her office. Yeah, that's Tuesday that I mentioned, so the last week of January. And she pulled me in and she basically asked me if I would be interested in the role. And she said, what would happen is, obviously, again, because I knew that it wouldn't really be possible to do in my team, she asked if I would be interested to be a group leader in the German team, which I said yes to, and that's what I've been interviewing for, and that's also the role that I've been accepted for. So that means that I am now a manager. I am a group leader, as we call it, but I am a manager for 2 lovely German girls. They are relatively new. One of them started in November, one started in October. And they're lovely. I'm really, really enjoying it so far. But it has kind of put in some changes in my everyday routine, which I'm not going to cover. But that's kind of the big change in my life, which is always really, really exciting. And it's a role that I've been pushing for a long time. So it's very kind of, I'm very happy with, the change, and I feel very proud of myself. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and I'm obviously still learning, but I feel like I'm doing a decent job, so it is fun. But yeah, let me continue doing my makeup because I'm talking too much, I feel like, but I'm going to go ahead and put glitter glue over this so I can put on that other shade. I feel like it looks very patchy and very weird on camera. I'm hoping it's not going to come up that way, because in real life it's not that patchy. So I don't really know what that's about. So I put on the glitter glue, and next up I'm going to go ahead and take that shimmer shade. I don't know the names of this palette because it's not on the palette. It's on the back, but I can't be bothered to look, but that's kind of corner shade that I mentioned before. So like I said, by the way, this eyeshadow is so stunning. So what I said was that this is creating some changes in my everyday routine. And the main thing that is changing is that I now have to go to the office 3 days a week instead of 2. So before I used to be in Wednesday, Thursdays, but I'm now going in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, which, is a bit of a change. I'm so used to working from home now that it's definitely a bit of a change going in that often to the office. I don't mind it, and basically on the Tuesdays I sit with the German team, and then on Wednesday, Thursdays I sit with my own team. I'm also gonna, by the way, take the lightest shade down here, and I'm gonna put that in the inner area. I think I'm also gonna use this on my inner corner, but I'm gonna start by putting it right here to brighten it up a little bit. But anyway, yes, I'm not gonna be in the office Tuesdays as well, which how it affects me is I tend to film before work when I work from home, because when I work in the office, I still work the same hours, but I have to leave home at 6:45-ish, 10 to 7, absolute latest. And as you can imagine, that is quite early, because I start work at 7:15. So 6:45, I need to be ready to leave, and getting up to film that early just isn't feasible for me. I've done it a very, very few times when I need to, but honestly, I'm just too tired to do it in the morning. So as you can see now, for example, it's 6:27, and I'm obviously filming while doing my makeup, so that would be an option. But normally, I didn't have to do my makeup and then film, which is fine, because if I finish my makeup at even 6:45. If I work from home, I have then half an hour to film before 7:15, which is when I start. So it works out. But yeah, it kind of cuts my filming days down by 1, which is kind of the main changes to my kind of videos. I do, for example, also have weekends to film, but I'm away some weekends. I go to my boyfriend's family. We are seeing family. We sometimes used out exploring London, things like that. So I don't have as much time on the weekends to film anymore. I try to as much as I can, but my main thing was if I didn't have time to film on the weekends, I could always catch up on filming Monday, Tuesdays, and then we had Friday and the weekend again. So that worked really well for me. But now, since I only have Mondays, like today's Monday, but then tomorrow I'm gonna go to the office. So it might affect my stream schedule. I might miss an upload here and there if I don't have enough time to film, and if I do, at least then you know why. So I'm pretty happy with that eye look. I feel like it looks very messy right now in the viewfinder, but I'm hoping it looks okay on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and do my rest of my makeup. I will keep chatting with you, but I'm gonna do my makeup, and hopefully that will also make this look a bit more tidy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my foundation, but I'm gonna start with my e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist, and I'm just gonna spray my face on, just to give my foundation something to go on top of. So that's my first step. So for my foundation, I am currently panning my Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm going to use that. I don't need too much of this one because it is quite a pigmented foundation, so I just use a tiny bit on my beauty blender, and I'm going to start blending this out. That's kind of one of the reasons why I want to mention that I am working more now, because it is going to affect my filming a little bit, like I said. So I did actually miss an upload. When this goes up, it was supposed to be 2 videos ago. I was actually supposed to post this video then, but I just didn't get a chance to film or get ready with me this weekend. So I was a bit behind on videos. So Sunday's upload I did miss, which is fine, because I had plans on the weekends, and yeah, I didn't have time to pre-film, and I was just a bit behind on filming videos. So that might happen every now and then. I hope that's fine. If I ever do, that is most likely the reason. And for example, today, I am filming this Get Ready With Me in the morning before work, but it's currently Monday, and then tomorrow's video, which is Tuesday, is supposed to be my decor panning update, which I haven't filmed yet, and I can't film it tomorrow morning. And I also can't edit it throughout the day. That's another thing that I usually edit at my lunch breaks and stuff when I'm at home. I can't do that anymore on Tuesdays, which is another thing that affects it a little bit. It's not as much because, I can always find time to edit, I feel like. It's filming that takes a long time because I have to have my makeup done. I need to sit down, I need to have quiet. My boyfriend, needs to either be in the other room or watch the TV on mute, because I'm basically in our living area. We have a small flat in London. But yeah, so I am going to probably have to, after work today, film in the evening, which is something that I try not to do because of those reasons, mainly because of my boyfriend and stuff, because in the evening is our kind of alone time. That's why we watch stuff together, watch, our shows, whatever it is. So I feel a bit bad taking away that evening, but I'm going to have to film that tonight because I don't want to be late with the upload because it's a collab project. But that's kind of how I'm structuring my schedule at the moment. So it's a little bit up in the air right now, and it's mainly just me having to get used to the change. But overall, I'm really excited about the new job. So it's not like I'm complaining or anything. I just wanted to keep you informed, I guess. So yeah, let me do my concealer next, so we can continue the makeup. So my camera overheated, so I went ahead and did my mascara, my brows, and then my concealer, like I mentioned. So yeah, it's just where I'm now. I hate doing that thing on camera anyway with the concealer, sorry, with the mascara and brows. So yeah, that's what I did. So next up we have to do is face, and I feel very pale right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some bronzer next. So I'm using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I'm panning. But yeah, so let me know what's going on in your lives. Do you have any news, any changes? I'd love to hear what is up in your lives. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to share with you, anything else that's new. Not really, otherwise life is just pretty much the same. My boyfriend also got a promotion, or he kind of got a new role as well, almost at the same time as me. So we're both very busy at the moment, which is quite fun. Yeah, we both have lots of change when it comes to work. We both are working a lot more now than we used to, which is again fine. Yeah, it's really exciting times for both of us. So yeah, I guess that's the main news in my life. I'm going with my Panda's face palette, and I'm just going ahead and put some blush on. And then lastly, I'm going to go with my highlighter, which is from my highlighter palette that I'm currently panning. I'm panning one shade from the Sleek Solstice palette, which is that third shade in the palette, which is called Subsolar. Just going in with that as my highlighter. It's my go-to highlight at the moment because it is in my yellow acrylic pan. And then to merge everything together, I'm just using a brush just to blend it out. I don't have nothing on the brush, or just maybe like residue from other times, but that is the last thing I think I'm going to do for now. And that is like my last step for cheeks. This is what they look like. I'm going to go ahead and do my lips and let out my hair, and then I'm going to wrap up the video. So there you have it. This is the look that I came up with. I think it's good. It's a good everyday palette, or not everyday palette, it's an everyday look. You can definitely make some more extravagant looks with this palette, but I like how this one came out. Again, it's an office day for me. It's Monday morning, and I didn't want to do anything too crazy. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little get ready with me and this little kind of half-life update. I mean, it's not something massive going on, but again, to be fair, yeah, I should be proud of myself. It is quite a big step for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little update. I know a lot of you guys want to see more get ready with me, and this is more of a low-key one. But yeah, I still hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more get ready with me, also give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.